Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this video, I will go over some scripture and personal wellness. The idea is to read one chapter from the English Standard Version 2016 Bible every day and review all 7 chapters on Sunday. Each compiled review will contain a key verse and an applicable takeaway. There is a template with this video that I encourage you all to try. When we get to personal wellness, we focus on 8 perspectives: mental, physical, spiritual, environmental, emotional, occupational, financial, and social. The idea here is to focus on a commitment to continuous improvement. There will be references to the previous weeks, but most of the focus will be for the following week. Throughout the week, I post daily reels. While some Mondays contain health and fitness, Tinker Tuesdays contain tasks and projects, Whip Wednesdays contain cars and car accessories, Tummy Thursdays contain food and diet, Family Fridays contain family activities and highlights, and Spa Saturdays contain hygiene and beauty. The goal for this content is to provide useful information that is concise and engaging. You can even listen in as you get ready for the day or before bed. Please comment any ideas you have. We are in 1 Samuel chapter 31 and 2 Samuel chapters 1 through 6. There are 171 verses, starting with chapter 31. There were 13 verses and one heading, the death of Saul. The key verse, 1. The men of Israel fled before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. The takeaway, God has a plan for everyone's end of life. Moving on to chapter 1 of 2 Samuel, there were 27 verses and 2 headings. David hears of Saul's death and David's lament for Saul and Jonathan. The key verse, 12. And they mourned and wept and fasted until evening, for the people of the Lord had fallen by the sword. The takeaway, it is good to pay respect for God's fallen. Moving on to chapter 2, there are 32 verses and 3 headings. David's anointed king of Judah, Ishbosheth made king of Israel, and the battle of Gibeon. The key verse, 1. David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord said to him. The takeaway, God will answer prayers. Moving on to chapter 3, there were 39 verses and 3 headings. Abner joins David, Joab murders Abner, and David mourns Abner. The key verse, 39, the Lord repay the evildoer according to his wickedness. The takeaway, God is a righteous judge. Moving on to chapter 4, there were 12 verses and one heading, Ishbosheth murdered. The key verse, 9, as the Lord lives, who has redeemed my life out of every adversity. The takeaway, God is faithful even during hard times. Moving on to chapter 5, there were 25 verses and 2 headings. David anointed king of Israel, and David defeats the Philistines. The key verses, 19 and 23, David inquired of the Lord. The takeaway, always speak to God before acting. Moving on to chapter 6, there were 23 verses and 3 headings. The ark brought to Jerusalem, Uzzah and the ark, David and Michal. The key verse, 5, David and all the house of Israel were celebrating before the Lord. The takeaway, worship. Moving on to personal wellness, starting with mental. After working on waking up earlier, I will write down my brain planner. Moving on to physical, after working on tracking metrics, I'll use a template to track. Spiritual, after working on gathering supplies, I'll organize and discuss with others. Environmental, after packing and labeling, I'll move and unpack. Emotional, after looking into digital memory options, I'll make a template to display. Occupational, after blocking out time, I will get confirmation from my team. Financial, after working on cleaning and packing, I will plan out fun expenses. Social, after planting some seeds, I will water them through conversation. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my perspective on scripture and personal wellness. If you enjoyed the content, then I encourage you to like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and comment on what you liked, didn't like, and want to see more of. I look forward to making this content and want it to be as helpful as possible. Keep a lookout for the daily reels. I hope you have a great week. I love you all. Peace.